Ever had that heart-stopping moment? You're driving, and suddenly your car starts sputtering, losing power, or just dies. Your first thought is probably, oh no, my engine's toast, and you start seeing dollar signs flashing before your eyes. But hold on a second. Before you panic and start shopping for a new engine, you need to know that a lot of times, the culprit isn't your engine at all. It's something much simpler and cheaper. An electrical problem. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the sneaky electrical issues that can perfectly mimic a catastrophic engine failure. Trust me, knowing this stuff can save you a ton of stress and money. So, let's get into it. First up, the classic no-start situation. You turn the key, and nothing. Or maybe you get a faint click, but the engine doesn't turn over. It's easy to assume the engine is seized, but 9 times out of 10, this is a battery issue. It could be a dead battery, corroded terminals that are blocking the flow of electricity, or even a bad connection on your ground strap. Always, and I mean always, check your battery first. Get it tested, clean those terminals with a wire brush, and make sure all your connections are tight and clean. It's the simplest check, and often the solution. Next, let's talk about sputtering and stalling, especially when you're idling or driving at low speeds. It feels like the engine is gasping for air, right? This can feel like a serious internal engine problem, like a failed fuel pump or clogged injectors. But it could just be a bad spark plug or a faulty ignition coil. These parts are responsible for creating the spark that ignites the fuel. If one of them is weak or failing, you get an incomplete burn in the cylinder, which leads to misfires, rough idling, and stalling. The good news is that replacing spark plugs and ignition coils is a relatively easy and inexpensive job compared to any major engine work. Another big one is a sudden loss of power while you're driving on the highway. This is terrifying. Your car feels like it's hit a wall, and the check engine light might start flashing like a Christmas tree. Your mind immediately goes to a blown head gasket or a timing belt failure. But have you considered your alternator? The alternator is what recharges your battery and powers all your car's electronics while the engine is running. If it starts to fail, it can't provide enough juice. Your car's computer, the ECU, needs a steady voltage to operate correctly. When the voltage drops, the ECU can get confused and put the car into a limp mode to protect the engine, which severely cuts power. Or it might just shut things down altogether. Let's not forget the sensors. Modern cars are packed with them. A faulty crankshaft or camshaft position sensor can cause all sorts of chaos. These sensors tell the engine's computer the exact position and speed of the engine's rotating parts. If they send bad information, or no information at all, the computer can't time the spark and fuel injection correctly. Te result? Your engine might not start. It might stall unexpectedly, or it could run extremely rough. It looks and feels just like a major mechanical failure, but it's just a small, faulty sensor that needs to be replaced. And here's a really tricky one. A bad ground wire. Your car's electrical system needs a solid connection to the chassis, which acts as a ground. If this ground connection is loose, corroded, or broken, it can create all kinds of bizarre, intermittent electrical ground. Your dashboard lights might flicker, your gauges might go haywire, and your engine could sputter or stall for no apparent reason. It's one of the hardest problems to diagnose because it's so random, but it often mimics serious engine trouble. Tracing and cleaning your main ground points can sometimes magically solve a whole host of problems. So, what's the takeaway here? Before you authorize an expensive engine teardown or start shopping for a new car, take a deep breath and start with the basics. Check the battery, inspect the ignition system, test the alternator, and consider the sensors. A good diagnostic scan can often point you right to a faulty electrical component, saving you from a massive headache and a huge repair bill. A little bit of electrical troubleshooting can go a very long way. I hope this helps you feel a little more empowered the next time your car acts up. Don't jump to the worst case scenario. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more car tips and tricks. Got any stories about an electrical issue that fooled you? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.